Did you feel any conflict at all on your part when you claim the group targeted Latinos some? When that was happening, did you feel any conflict, or were you down with that for a period in your
Oh, no, I
life?
definitely felt conflict with several things. You know, there was targeting of the LGBTQ plus community. There was targeting of Latinos. My granddaughter's Latino. I'm not a straight man, so you know these were conflicts that were there. But you know, in private conversations with Stuart Rhodes and stuff, he would have a different messaging, and for a long time he tried to very much paint a picture that there wasn't a racist element. You know, it wasn't. It was just going up against the federal government, but that all crept in and that all changed and that all evolved. And, you know, that really began a much harder right turn.
But this propaganda that you put out, a lot of it that you authored, hurt people like Fatima and Robert, hurt people like these street vendors, fanned the flames to get people incited to violence.
It certainly played a role, and I need to take responsibility for that. And that's one of the reasons why I decided to testify before Congress, and the work I'm doing now with speaking with nonprofits all across the country. But I have to take responsibility for that. I've got to own that, because you're right. I did play a part of it. And when I watched what was happening on January 6th, it was a gut punch to me.
I just find it frustrating that you had to wait until you felt it was happening to you when someone was trying to delete Jewish history with the Holocaust, because that's what's happening right now with Proud Boys and all these extremely right groups. They are deleting our history with Native genocide across the whole continent. And it's sickening that sometimes you have to wait until it happens to you to show empathy.
And Cheryl, you're saying that most of what he's talking about is not a crime.
Well, no, it's not. And it's interesting that he, says this, and I appreciate your candor. I appreciate you. He's not alone. And there are lots of folks like him who are on those 18,000 police departments who get those calls to help this gentleman, to help this family, and who do nothing because they have that same mindset. They haven't had that come to Jesus meeting yet that he has had. We know that KKK and white supremacists have infiltrated, according to the FBI, police departments. And so it's easy to understand how you jump from then police officers responding to do a thing. They took an oath to protect and to serve, and then they show up and they kind of just foo-foo away your complaint, or they do everything but provide you with the service that you're so deserving of, and that needs to be dealt with.
I would like to know how you think what happened to Fatima is not a hate crime.
I didn't say that it's not a hate crime. I just said that what I think about their situation is, first of all, I think that maybe they didn't articulate to the officers who responded the right verbiage to get the kind of response that they should have got. I didn't say that it wasn't. I see her at the door with a hammer. These are good people. They're peaceful people. And that's what bullies tend to go after. They go after people who they know won't come for them. I promise you, she'd have come to my door once.
Do you have a story or a question for me? Click the link in the description and tell me what in the world is going on.